We are following breaking news out of St. Mary's County. School officials have confirmed that a shooting took place this morning at Great Mills High School. And WJZ has learned that 3 people are injured, including the suspected gunman, and that gunman has died. Parents are advised not to report to the school, but to instead go to the auditorium at Leonardtown High School to meet up with their children. WJZ investigator Mike Helgren joins us live from Great Mills High with the very latest. Mike?
Actually, we're not far away in a briefing room where the sheriff just spoke about the investigation. Here's what we know. This happened around 7:45, just before school was getting started. In a hallway, a male student had a handgun. He opened fire. He shot a female student and another male student. And a school resource officer was there on the scene. And by the way, you are looking at video of the massive response here. That school resource officer engaged with the gunman. And we don't know if his bullet is the one that hit the gunman, but we do know at 10:41 this morning, the student gunman was pronounced deceased. Here's more on what Sheriff Tim Cameron had to say just a few moments ago.
On this day, we realize our worst nightmare, that our greatest asset, our children, were attacked in one of our places of a bastion of safety and security, one of our schools. So obviously that's what we're talking about right now across the country. And, you know, the notion of it can't happen here is no longer a notion.
You know, we just advised him to take shelter and be safe and to keep in contact with us. And we maintained contact with him throughout the entire course of all this until he was put on the school bus to go be shuttled to Leonardtown High School.
Several politicians are here, including Senator Ben Cardin, who just showed up at the scene. That school resource officer and several witnesses are being interviewed at the school right now. Again, that situation has all been contained. The student gunman is deceased. The FBI and ATF are also assisting in this, and the FBI has set up a tip line, 1-800-CALL-FBI, for tips with this investigation. At this point, we don't know more about the relationships among these students or what may have been the motive behind this. We do expect another briefing here at 1 o'clock. Live in St. Mary's County, Mike Helgren, WJZ.
All right, thank you, Mike. And Maryland Governor Larry Hogan just issued a statement. He says, and I quote, "I want to express my deepest gratitude to the St. Mary's County Sheriff's Office and all of the first responders who swiftly and bravely took action to secure the school. The First Lady and I are praying for those who were injured, their families, and their loved ones." So here's what you need to know about today's shooting. It happened this morning at Great Mills High School in St. Mary's County. Police say 2 students were injured and are in critical condition. The suspected shooter was shot and killed by responding officers. Again, police are asking parents not to respond to that school, but they can report to the auditorium at Leonardtown High School to meet up with their children. We, of course, will continue to follow this developing story and have much more coming up at 4, 5, and 6.